Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now January 30th of 2021, and ever since the very end of The Mandalorian Season 2, a lot of fans have been looking forward to Season 3 of the series by Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one exciting aspect about the future of the franchise is that yes, we do have, of course, George, Jon, and Dave all working together as a team to really deliver as much authentic material as possible moving ahead. This really does, spell a recipe for success here when it comes to Star Wars and exactly what's happening with the overall franchise. Now, one thing that a lot of fans are very skeptical about, that is, of course, the one particular side of Star Wars, and that has all to do with Kathleen Kennedy and how she's handling her end of the franchise. Now, like I say, she's only involved with Star Wars The Acolyte, and that is it as of right now, specifically, which is good, because everything else is going to be handled by George, Jon, and Dave strictly. Now, Disney CEO Bob Chapek, he's been doing a great job since the beginning of 2020. Bob Iger, by the way, the previous Disney CEO, is going to leave Disney in its entirety very soon to hand over the keys to Chapek permanently and just allow him to become the CEO that he needs to be. So, Chapek is basically making his own Star Wars legacy. He is really fulfilling all the fans' dreams around the world. We saw what he allowed Jon Favreau to do with The Mandalorian Season 2 and the introduction of Luke and more. This is just the beginning, guys. Everything is starting to shape up when it comes to the franchise. They're going to really pay attention to many of the core and fan-favorite characters. However, what's really intriguing has all to do with what's happening behind the scenes when it comes to Disney CEO Bob Chapek and, of course, actress Brie Larson. Given that The Mandalorian Season 3 is now in development and will begin filming this April, Disney and Lucasfilm are primarily focused on their new Star Wars projects for the new universe and more. However, it's noted that behind the scenes, recently Disney CEO Bob Chapek canceled Brie Larson's second Star Wars project and finalized the cancellation of her second TV show that she was initially given by Kathleen Kennedy in the beginning of 2020. On top of this, it's noted that Brie Larson was set to get her own standalone Star Wars TV series featuring the character of Maeve during the earlier times of the High Republic that would go in depth about her origins of being created by the Wills and becoming a Jedi God. This TV series has since been cancelled just recently, and that Larson is only left with the Acolyte series as of right now, which does not go deep into Maeve's backstory as of yet. Bob Chapek finalized the cancellation of the series given the uncertainty of the performance potential of the Acolyte series on Disney Plus and whether or not it will succeed on the Disney Plus platform. Furthermore, it's best described also that Brie Larson was very angry over the fact that Bob Chapek initiated the plan to cancel the show. The show was going to be in animated form and also done in a lifelike fashion that would be more diving into the secrets of the cosmic force and exactly the Wills as the godlike beings. Now, the thing about Brie Larson, we've talked about this, is that she's very overly demanding when it comes to franchises like, for example, Marvel. A lot of the cast and the crew don't necessarily get along with Brie Larson. We have seen that, go hand in hand with Avengers and all that. Now, the thing about Star Wars overall, alright, everything has been a mess when it comes to what I call the Acolyte saga. They're really trying to piece together this own mini-verse, if you will, that's going to be more in the favor of Kathleen Kennedy's vision of Star Wars. Obviously, that's not going to happen. The Acolyte, as of right now, only 6 episodes are going to be handled by Kathleen Kennedy. She already lost a good chunk of her creative control over that actual TV show that is planned to be 12 episodes long. But this standalone TV show that was going to feature the character Maeve in animated form was going to be Brie Larson's second TV show on Disney Plus for Star Wars. That has since been canceled. That actually went through the, finalized stage of cancellation. All thanks to Disney CEO Bob Chapek for completing that task. Now, obviously, that's going to make way for better TV shows in the mix. Most likely, the Rise of Skywalker sequel series is going to take that time slot I honestly am very excited about that, by the way. That's also going to be done in lifelike animated form. That's going to take place after episode 9, kind of giving us a little bit more of a look into, you know, what the characters' lives are going to be like after the sequel trilogy, and done in a more proper way by George, John, and Dave, and other creators coming on board. The other thing about Brie Larson, and I've said this before in the past, is that when we look at everything related to her as an actress, you guys can express your opinions. This is fine. If you guys like that actress, that's fine. You know, that's a part of being human. We all have our own opinions and views or insight, whatever have you. But I just feel that she is not fit for Star Wars, and I still feel that regardless of this particular TV show getting canceled, the fact that the Acolyte remains, that needs to absolutely just come to an end, because what's happening with that show right now, it seems like a big mess. They're going through a lot of rewrites, a lot of creative differences. This also involves Brie Larson, by the way, so she's down to one TV show. Honestly, I think that it's going to be a Batwoman scenario where you're going to get a lot of backlash by the fans. The creators are not going to care about the backlash. They're going to just ignore it and make believe as if there's no backlash at all. Kind of like what they did with Batwoman about a year, maybe a year plus ago. And like I say, I mean, this once again, it just goes to show you that Kathleen and Leslie, they have their own views of what Star Wars should be and what it is, and how they're going to push their agendas into this actual new TV show. It's not good for the fans. But do I think it's going to wreck this new Star Wars universe? Absolutely not. I don't think it's going to harm it in any way, shape, or form. In fact, I don't think it'll make a dent at all. You know, given that we have over a dozen projects on Disney Plus being done by George, John, and Dave already, that's just to name a few, alright? A dozen, and a lot more to come on Disney Plus, mind you. This one show, I don't think it's going to make a dent into their plan for making an authentic Star Wars universe, if you will. So this one show, I believe that yes, it will serve as an example of Kathleen Kennedy's failed legacy and exactly what she left behind. So that's the thing about all of this, is that we obviously see that what they're trying to piece together with this show is that they're really trying to just do everything possible to just push an agenda. That's exactly why both Kathleen and Leslie are having so many different creative differences right now, is because, well, one is more extreme than the other. And that is the truth, and we all know who the more extreme one is. So, like I've said before in the past, guys, you know, drop a comment below. Let me know about all of this in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.